If you've ever wondered why leaving feels easier than staying, why walking away feels like relief and endurance feels like weight, you're not weak, you're human. No one teaches us how to stay with things that don't immediately get better. They teach us how to escape, how to distract, how to start over. But tonight, I want to talk about the quieter skill, the one no one applauds, the one that doesn't trend, the skill of staying. Leaving is simple. You don't need strength to leave. You just need enough discomfort to justify it. And the world gives us plenty of reasons. When things get heavy, people don't ask what's being formed inside you. They ask why you haven't moved on yet, why you're still there, why you're still trying, why you haven't chosen something easier. Staying, on the other hand, requires something the world doesn't value much anymore: presence without guarantees. I didn't always know how to do that. In the beginning, staying felt like failure, like proof that I wasn't brave enough to change my life. Everyone around me made leaving sound heroic. New job, new relationship, new city, new version of yourself. And sometimes that's necessary. But no one talked about the cost of constantly resetting. Every time you leave something unfinished, a part of you learns that discomfort equals danger. And slowly, quietly, you stop trusting yourself to endure. I started noticing it in small ways. How quickly I reached for noise when silence showed up. How often I checked out mentally before things got difficult. How easy it was to disengage emotionally the moment effort wasn't returned. Staying didn't mean staying stuck, but I didn't know that yet. All I knew was that staying hurt in a way leaving didn't. Staying meant waking up and choosing the same integrity again. Choosing patience in rooms that rewarded urgency. Choosing restraint when reaction would have felt justified. It meant sitting in conversations where I wasn't understood without needing to win. It meant letting disappointment exist without turning it into resentment. And that's where most people leave. Not because they're lazy, but because staying requires you to feel things without immediately resolving them. The world doesn't teach us that skill. It teaches us to fix, to optimize, to upgrade. It doesn't teach us how to remain present while something is incomplete. I learned this the hard way. There were moments I stayed too long in places that didn't deserve me, and moments I almost left places that were quietly shaping me. The difference wasn't obvious in the moment. Staying isn't about loyalty to situations. It's about loyalty to who you're becoming while you're there. That took me years to understand. Some days, staying looked like showing up to work with excellence, even when recognition was scarce. Some days, it looked like holding my tongue because I knew reaction would cost me more than silence. And some days, staying looked like sitting alone at night, feeling the weight of effort that hadn't yet found soil. That's the part no one glamorizes. Staying doesn't give you quick rewards. It gives you something slower: depth. When you stay, you begin to notice patterns, not just in others, but in yourself. You see where your patience ends, where your ego wants applause, where your faith starts asking uncomfortable questions. Leaving interrupts that process. Staying completes it. I'm not saying stay everywhere. Some doors need to close. But there's a difference between leaving because something is wrong and leaving because staying would require growth. The noise will always encourage the second. It whispers, "Why put up with this? You deserve better. This shouldn't be this hard." Sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's just afraid of what endurance produces. Because staying, real staying, changes you in ways you don't get to control. It softens sharp edges. It humbles certainty. It builds a kind of strength that doesn't need to announce itself. I didn't learn how to stay all at once. I learned it in fragments, one breath at a time, one conversation endured without collapsing, one day choosing not to harden, and no one noticed. That's the strange thing about staying. The world rarely sees it, but you do. And over time, you start trusting yourself differently. Not because life got easier, but because you became steadier. If you're listening to this while standing at the edge of something difficult, wondering whether to leave or stay, you don't need to decide tonight. Just notice what staying is asking of you. Not what it's costing you, but what it might be building. Imagine getting caught in the rain. At first you run. You look for cover. You pull your jacket tighter. You curse the sky for changing its mind. Every step is about escape. But one day, you stop. Not because the rain stops, but because you're tired of running. You stand there. The water soaks your clothes. Your hair sticks to your face. The cold settles in, and something unexpected happens. Nothing breaks. You don't dissolve. You don't fall apart. The rain doesn't win. You realize the discomfort wasn't the rain itself. It was the panic around it, the frantic need to be somewhere else. Standing still doesn't make the rain pleasant, but it makes it manageable. You start noticing details you missed before. The sound of drops hitting the ground, the rhythm, the way your breath slows once you stop fighting. That's what learning how to stay feels like. Not fixing the storm, not pretending it's sunshine, just choosing not to abandon yourself every time life gets uncomfortable. Staying doesn't mean you like the rain. It means you trust yourself enough to stand in it without running away.